One of the major benefits of meditation is self-control. Yes, self-control. Self-control is going to benefit you in moments where you need self-control, where you need to better understand your emotions and control them. Self-awareness is the major benefit to meditation. As I prepare for Wealth and Wellness Wednesdays, I'm going to introduce you to some breathing exercises with me, shall we? I was going to enjoy this and the tunes, okay, for the next 90 seconds. But you can join me. If you never meditated with me before, okay, this is going to be easy. Find a comfortable place wherever you are, no matter where you are, okay? Find a comfortable place. Find a seat wherever you are. Yeah. Just relax and prepare your body to go into a relaxed state. Okay? Wherever you are, you already sitting. Let us begin with enlifing as much air as we can. Okay? This is our in life. And when we let the air out, we're going to X life on this Wellness Wednesday. Okay? And for this Wellness Wednesday, we're gonna breathe in some wealth. Can we breathe in some wealth? Yeah, I think some wealth will benefit all of us. Yes, let's breathe in some wealth. Yeah, we had enough. We had enough normal breaths. We had enough. Yeah, we had enough of the other breaths. Let's breathe in some wealth, shall we? In life, breathing in as much air as you can. X life. Commanding attention to your breath in life. Listening to the sounds of your breath as they travel in your inner members. X life. Releasing all of this week's energy. Yeah. Last one. In life. Yeah, we breathing in wealth. X life. Come to normal breathing. Yes. It's imperative for you to have a routine with yourself, especially one that commands your attention from yourself. Okay? Breathing is the ultimate way to demand attention from yourself. Breathing exercises are designed for you to breathe with intent. We understand that everyone can breathe, okay? But breathing with intent forces you to place a navigation on your breath, place a navigation, okay, on your attention so you can better understand yourself. The purpose in breathing exercises is not only to cultivate self-awareness, but to bring you to the present. Okay. In fact, all of your senses are there to bring you into the present. That's the purpose of them. They act as a mediator between you, okay, which is your reality, as well as your spiritual body. Okay? And they act as a mediator so you can better understand yourself. This mediator sends this information to the mind that you can make the decisions that you make. Okay? The more we act in the present, the more we make conscious decisions, the more we are operating as our true self. That's what we all aspire to be, our true self. So, practicing breathing exercises, okay, even alongside meditation, is an excellent way to bring yourself back into the present. Having these routines, building these traditions with yourself, they're going to translate also outside of you. Okay. Not only are you going to establish different traditions and routines outside of yourself, but people, okay, are going to pick up on these different routines and traditions of yours. And they may not, okay, do your exact traditions and routines, but there will be some of them that you keep together. This is imperative as you build community, which is important when you aim to build a following. Okay. Yeah, see, it's a difference in followers and a following. Okay. We all can collect followers. Followers can be bots. Followers can be anybody. Followers are most of those people that are following you, okay, and not interacting with you. Followers can be even, okay, just a collection of people that you know. These are your followers. But your following is different. Your following, okay, is following your brand and your story. Okay, they even decided to be a part of it. It's imperative for you to understand community if you aim to build a following. If you aim to be any type of success or have any type of success rather than business, it's imperative for you to understand community in general. Okay, the 21st century of business is being built off of community. Okay, meaning I can promise you these things. I can promise you that the last place you spent money at, the last three places actually, not only have you been there before, but you probably are going back. There's a 99% chance of you going back. Okay, this equation, okay, translates to all of us. Okay, why is this? Because money is so hard to come by. Yeah, it's earned by blood and sweat for some of us. Okay, some of us are earning it in different ways. Some of us, okay, are trading our time, our wisdom, our energy. No matter what you're trading for money, okay, the trade is there. And it's imperative for you to understand that when you're trading, right, and you're understanding how important this is, understand also how important the money is to someone else. Yeah. So what am I saying? I'm saying that as hard as it is to earn any form of revenue, okay, people are thinking twice when they go spend it. Yeah, they thinking twice. What does this mean? They need to trust you. Yeah, your demographic needs to trust you. This is important. This is important if you aim to be successful in your industry. You need to have a community that supports your success, that is allied on your win, that is allied in the same visions as you. You need to have a community. Okay. You should at the least have a community. Walmart has a community. Amazon has a community. What makes you any different? Apple has a community. What makes you any different? Jeff Bezos has his community. Okay. Steve Jobs built this community. In fact, the logo you see represents the people that are in his community. So we need to understand community, and we also need to understand that people buy from who they trust. Okay? People buy from who they trust, don't you? Okay? I can promise you this. The last three places you spent your money, you're probably going to spend it again in those same three places because you feel most comfortable. You trust these places. What's good for the gander is good for the goose. Build this trust as you build your brand, right? And if you have already built a brand, but it isn't cultivated on trust, then let's reroute it back onto trust because you can still build trust, okay, in your brand. This is what rebranding is about, okay? I began in trust and I'm going to continue in trust. Why? Because, you know, trust is the best type of relationship you can have. A trustworthy type of companion is the best type of companion you can have. Going to a place you can trust, it becomes a safe haven. Okay. And I like to be the safe haven for wealthy individuals that may need my services. Okay. Yeah. People need to trust you. Okay. Family. Not only not only are we building community, but we are also building family. And you're not going to build a family of followers. No, you're not going to build a family of followers. You ever try to entertain your followers? See, there's a different mindset in your followers and your following. These are two different mindsets. Okay? You have to understand out of 100% of people that follow you, only a small portion of them, even 1 to 5%, is going to be a part of your following. Okay, this is good, right? This is good, a good ratio for me. Why? Because I understand that there's 1% of people that I converse with, there's 1% of people that I interact with, there's 1% of people I may share offers with, I may even sell something to. There's 1% of people are more likely to buy a thing, or more likely to interact with some content, or more likely, okay, to be a part of this story that I'm building. Yeah, those 1% of people, okay? Your following doesn't behave like your followers. Okay? They don't behave the same. Okay? And you should have your eye more focused on your following than your followers. And believe it or not, both are important. Yes, both are important, as in a sense, although our eye is on the following, okay, there's still value in the follower. Yeah, we value those views. Yeah, it may not have been a like, but we value those views. Yeah. Just imagine your brand, okay, has its door open for the entire public, for the world even. And some people are coming in and they're watching and they're looking. These are your window shoppers. This is good because these people get to know your brand. These people learn your brand. Okay? So yes, views count. I know it doesn't feel the same. I know you don't get the same amount of dopamines, but views count. And if you offer value, it could be just a worthy view. You see, YouTube has even taught me that viewers matter. Viewers matter. Some viewers are worth more than other viewers. This is the same. This is the same algorithm for all social media. Some people are worth more, okay, as it relates to social media and the people that you who follow you. Okay, some of them are worth more than the others. Some of them are a part of your following. Some of them are just followers. Okay, and then depending what you offer, if you offer value, then you attract valuable people. Do you not? Which means 10 of my views, okay, versus 100 views on an entertaining page or an entertaining channel giving you content is worth more. Those 10 people, right? Those 10 people are worth more. They have larger bank accounts. You should look at it this way, okay? Depending on your demographic and your niche, okay? I feed value to valuable people. So what does this mean? This means doesn't matter if it was one like. This one like could be worth 1,000,000 rather than 10 likes from followers, right? That could be worth nothing. How many times we've seen creators create their hearts away, but then we see stories, right? Or how they can't pay their bills or make ends meet, or how this content wasn't turned into revenue because they didn't figure out a way to build the community, nor did they figure out a way to monetize off their content, right? And I don't mean just the cliche ways of monetizing, because they making that so cliche now, right? I don't mean just the cliche ways of monetizing. Okay, I'm going to do a whole video on monetizing. I've been monetizing on content for the last several plus years before that word became a thing. Actually, they created that for people, yeah, people like myself, as they seen the value, okay, in raw content. Okay, so I want you to understand this a few ways to monetize content. I'll give us an example. In one of my courses, right? In one of my courses, I teach holistic studies. It's the holistic mind. Okay? The study of the mind, body, and the spirit, and how we can best assist the mind, body, and the spirit. In the holistic mind, I focus mostly on the body. Okay, one of my classes is called Infusions and Extractions. This is one class in one course. Follow me. Okay? Infusions and Extractions focus on how we can better assist the body and the wealth of our well-being. Okay? Let me tell you that this class, okay, started off a petty flyer that I made myself in a phone that I printed out, okay, in Philadelphia about, we're going to say about 8-9 years ago, okay? At that time, right, I was charging about 20 bucks just to teach you, $20 just to teach you, right, for an hour. I'm going to just show you all the scalability, okay, how to monetize your content, okay? It started off $20. The classes grew so large, okay, that the prices had to grow. I first had to give myself time to build more value that I wanted to offer to people. And I want to also remind us, this isn't online. This is not online. This is all in person, only in person. This isn't online. Okay? Online was only entertainment. It was full of entertainment. No one wanted to expand their wisdom. Nobody wanted to, okay? As far as it being popular, people wanted to, okay? But they was doing a lot of segregating, if you will. Y'all see that last Wealth and Wellness Wednesday video to see what that one meant. Okay? But nevertheless, I take my break, I increase the value, right? The value now goes from a $20 an hour class, right? Making a few hundred, right? Into a few grand a week, right? Now this is a $1,000 class, right? And this is a sale price because it started off $90 a week. Yeah, 90 a week, because we still gonna stay around that same couple hundred. 90 a week for 12 weeks, or we can square off on a grand. Deposits on this, pay towards that, get you in at $100, right? I want us to explain. I wanted just to share monetization and scalability of your own wisdom, and especially if it has value. This was a $20 class, if you following, that scaled to $1,000 class per person in less than 3 months. This is before Teachable. This is before Kajabi. This is before it even began to be cool, okay, to stand flat-footed and sell wisdom and monetize off of yourself. Because that's what monetization is. You're monetizing off the wisdom of your own living experience, correct? Okay. So, nevertheless, I want us to understand monetization as it is and not just the way you've been shown it. Okay? Y'all stay tuned for that video. Y'all stay tuned for that video. We're going to go into that at a later date. Okay? But I just wanted to share its possibilities and the fact that a $20 class, okay, can scale into a $10,000 plus a month business, even if it's just a side hustle, even if it's just, no matter what it is, no matter what it is, as long as there's some value, okay? Long as there was some value, because this was also just a class within a course still back then, okay? Nevertheless, building community. This was also easier having community. This was easier having community and also being community oriented, being able to have the confidence to know what the community needs, right? Know what they want, right? Not just the confidence, the know-how, right? Right? Because it's going to take some confidence as well to establish the research, the mindset of the researcher, because you're going to have to become a researcher. No matter what niche you in, you should be doing your research all the time. Matter of fact, the more research you do, the better off your business will be, because you'll be better at solving problems. All businesses is solving problems. I don't care if it's a piece of tape. Okay? Doesn't matter what your business is. If you're in the business of making chairs to hold people up, we solving problems. Okay? So the more research I will have on chairs and what people need and what they need in the 21st century and what they need in 2025 and what they need, okay, as the economy moves into an uncertain place, and what they need as they are moving towards avoiding plastics and microplastics, and what they need as the mind, body, and spirit of people change, the more research that I have would benefit my brand and my business. Don't you think? So I want us to take this away. Remember, your following matters. Okay, it matters more than your followers. Okay, don't let whatever your beliefs are that have led you to believe that some of these people aren't, all of your followers aren't worthy of receiving all your value, right? I don't want you to believe that certain things aren't worth it because you may just have been feeding it to the wrong people, okay? And you could have just been not properly assessing your following and knowing exactly what they need. That matters more. Okay, but we building community. Community is going to benefit the longevity of your business. This I can promise you. Okay. Nevertheless, until next time.